In the previous video, we discussed what schema.org is, and we looked at some websites where schema.org was implemented. Now in this video, we'll see how to create a schema.org and also add it on our website using Google Tag Manager, which is one of the easiest ways that you can use to implement or add schema.org. Right? So let's dive into this video. In the previous video, we saw the pasta example, if you recall. Now let me just open up this website, Schema Markup Generator, which is from technicalseo.com. Right, so when I open up this website, immediately you will see Schema Markup Generator. Now there are different ways to generate schema, but this is by far the easiest way to generate or create a schema, and it's used widely by many SEO professionals around the world. Alright, so if I click over here, you will see the different types of schemas, which is what we had discussed over here briefly. Right, so here you will see few more types. So first is article, breadcrumbs, events, frequently asked questions page, if you have a FAQ page, how to, job posting, if you have a employment page for example and there's a job posting, then you can use this schema. Local business, organization, person, which is for a celebrity or a sports person, or even if you are the owner of a site for example, right, and you have about me page, then you can use this schema and implement the schema only for that particular page. Products page, recipes, videos, website. Right? These are all the categories that are available. Now for example, if I take, let's say, recipe for example, let's say, right, so in recipes, if you recall, I'll just go back over here and open up this page, right, and I'll click on, I'll use Control U to go to the source page, source code, right, and then Control F and schema. You'll see type is website, and over here you will see the type recipe, name garlic chicken pasta, and type is person, name Layla, description, you'll see all of this. So this is exactly what you'll find over here: the name, the recipe description, you can write the recipe description here, the keywords, the image URL 1, right, so image, if I click here, then image URL 2. If you have a video content URL and embed, the creator, who's the creator of this, the date published, when was this published, preparation, so let's say 3 hours or minutes or whatever it is. So as you see, once I started adding over here on the right hand side, you will see a snippet code which will automatically come up, and once I start putting in the data over here, this snippet code will start populating. So this is, let's say, delicious gaming. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the name as delicious gaming, right, so the name came over here as delicious gaming. So this snippet started populating as per the data or information that we add over here. So description list, let's say I'll write over here pasta using, let's say, fresh ingredients. All right, you can put some more keywords. Now the keywords that I want is pasta and chicken pasta, fresh pasta for example, and so on. Image URL, now image URL is very easy actually. So if I just go to this page or any page, I'll just click over here and I copy image address, come back over here, put that in. Alright, so this URL will come. If you have any other image that you want to add, you can keep on adding those image URLs as well. Alright, so if you have a video, again the video content URL and embed URL, you can take it from YouTube or Vimeo or whatever it is. Category, creator, again who's the creator. If you want to write a name for example, you can write that person's name or organization's name if you want. So here it is delicious gaming. Alright, so the name came over here. So date published, let's say I'm going to put this date, right. Category, again category, you have 3 categories over here not specified. So appetizer, entry, dessert, not specified. So if I put over here not specified, or I can also use, let's say, dessert. So recipe category is dessert over here. Cuisine, you can put servings, you can also put the servings over here. You can add ingredients, right, then you have some more nutritious serving size. So it, whatever makes sense you need to add. You just simply cannot, you don't have to add every single field over here. whatever makes sense for you, you can add that in, right? So aggregate rating value, we saw the rating value, right? It was 4.7 or 5, so you can add that over here. All right, highest value and lowest value allowed. So this way, and you can, there's also reviewer name, right? So this way you can clearly and very easily create a snippet code for that particular page for this schema recipe, right? Let me take another example. I will go to let's say organization. All right, so I'm just going to put in, you can see different categories of organization. If you have airline, you can put airline. If it's consortium, if it's corporation, if it's educational organization. So in education organization, you have 4 or 5 different types. So you have college or university, elementary school, high school, mid school, preschool, and just school. So if you are running a, let's say, high school, or if your client has a high school, you can select this. Or else you have funding scheme, government organization, library system, medical organization, and so on. So there are different categories over here. So you select the right category that you can. I'm just going to go with organization, and specific type, there's nothing over here. And I'm just going to write over here this website name, Digital Doorway, right? If there's an alternate name, you can put that over here. The URL, I'm just going to go over here and take the URL. All right, so just paste this here. Logo URL, again, logo URL, you can easily find it over here. This is the logo. I'm just going to put copy image address, come back here and put the logo URL, right? So again, this started populating, right? Add contact. If you want to add any contact, let's say you have customer service, or you have technical support, billing support, bill payment, sales, reservations, emergency. If you have any of these, then go ahead and add it. It's very good because in search engine result pages, all of this information will show up, and there are more chances that your click-through rate will increase, right? And then you have social media profiles. Again, it's very important to add the social media profiles. So I'm just going to select the social media profiles for this particular business. So you see pretty much everything that's there is over here. All right, and type, again, we saw this. I'm just going to close this because there's none. So Facebook, I'm going to go over here, copy Facebook, paste it over here. Instagram, copy this, paste it over here, right? So you can see this populating. YouTube, again, paste it over here. LinkedIn, is here, and finally the website, right? So the website, this is the website URL. Right, so now that we have created this and we have put all the right information, just take a look once again to make sure that you have put the correct information. Either there are 3 buttons over here, so either you can reset this and fill it up again, and then you have copy. You copy this and take this to Google Tag Manager, but before that we can also test it. Okay, there's this test button over here. I'm going to click on test button. So you'll find 2 options. I'm going to go to structured data testing tool just to make sure that the schema is valid. All right, and then you will get the schema over here. I'm just going to click on, and you will see over here the schema is absolutely right. There is no mistake whatsoever. Right, so what I will do is I will just go back here, copy this. So if there was an error, it would have showed over there error, right? So there's no error showing up here, so there is no error whatsoever. Right, so let me just change the language. So you can go again and test it. It's coming in the same language, so that's fine. So I'm just going to copy this, go to Google Tag Manager. So Google Tag Manager is a free tool by Google which will allow you to insert codes and snippets, right? So you need to remember 2 things over here, tags and triggers, right? So I'm in the tags section. I'm going to click on new, and I'm going to put over here organization snippet. All right, tag configuration. You will find different tag types to select from here. You'll find Google Analytics, GA4, you'll find Twitter. So for example, if I type over here Twitter, you'll find Twitter over here. You'll find LinkedIn over here, right? So LinkedIn inside. But in case of structured snippet, you'll have to use something called custom HTML. Right? There's also Facebook and Snapchat, Snap Pixel and Facebook Pixel, custom HTML. And I'm gonna delete this and paste the snippet of the organization. And where do I want this to fire? Now you can fire the organization tag for the entire, it's for the entire organization. So you can fire it on all pages, or you can also fire it just on home page, about us page, and contact us page. This is again a very good practice to not fire the tag on all pages, but you can, either way is fine. So I'm going to come down. What is the trigger? Yes, right. So you have the tags and the triggers. The tag is the tag that you have created, the code that you have created. The trigger is, do you want this trigger, do you want this tag to fire on all pages, or do you want this tag to fire on certain pages? Right. So that is the trigger. So I'm going to select, let's say all pages, right? All pages is what I'm going to select, and I'm going to click on save. Right. Now I've clicked on save. It is, I'm not done yet because it shows workspace change 1, but I haven't submitted it. You can also preview it. You can preview this. So the debug mode will open up, and you can put in your website URL over here. You can connect this. This is the debug mode, which will allow you just to see whether the tag is really firing or not firing. So the website will open up and a small window will open up. So debug information for this page is viewable in the assistant tag window. All right. So this is, I'll just refresh this. I'm just going to click on finish. All right. So now that we have just gone there, you can come back and submit this tag. Right, submit this, and you can add a description that this is going to be the organization schema markup applied on all pages, and you can go ahead and publish this. All right. So once published, this window will close, and this has been published now. You can see here organization snippet, the tag added. Just going to go back. This is the code that has been added. I'm going to go back to workspace and go to tags, and I'm done with this over here. Right, the code is over here. Just this was inserted 2 minutes back. All right, so I'm just back to my website in Tag Assistant, and you will see all the codes that are fired over here. Right, so this is the code that we were talking about, organization snippet, and this is tag has been fired. You can see over here which tags have fired. So if any tag has not fired, for example, it will show over here tags not fired. So you will see that this certain code which has been added for Google Ads coaching page, this tag has not fired. But if you see the tags that have been fired, you will see the organization tag, and it is fired one time, which is giving a confirmation that the tag has been properly inserted or implemented. Right, so it's very easy to implement this. There is more than one way to actually implement this schema markup. This is not the only way, but this is by far the easiest way for non-developers, because many digital marketers or business owners, they don't have knowledge of how to insert or add the tag. So they send it to the developers, who then charge them a lot of money for inserting. So that you don't have to do that. You can take complete control of this by yourself, just by learning one method. You don't have to learn each and every method, because like I said, there is more than one method. Right? You just learn this simple method. technicalseo.com is the website URL, and use Google Tag Manager. Select any one which you want. Now, like I mentioned earlier, you can add more than one schema on any one page. Right? For example, now we have inserted the organization tab the schema on all pages. Now you want to add a blog schema, right? And you will add the blog schema to fire only on the blog pages, right? Because the blog schema will not fire on other pages like services page or coaching page or about us or contact us page. All right. So in that case, you will have to select article. All right. I'm just going to refresh this. Okay. So article, and you'll see 3 options over there. Right, so article type, you have an article such as news article, so this is not a news article or investigative report. This is a news article whose content news or not blog post. Now this is the blog post. Now this will fire only on certain blog pages, right? So I'm going to put in the blog page over here. I'm going to go to blog. All right, so I'll take this blog page. Just going to close this window. This is the URL. Headline, you can write whatever you want. Image URL, again, author. Now author is a person or organization, so if it is a certain person, then you can put the person and you'll have to put the author name and the author URL. If it's an organization, then you can put the organization. Select, then publisher URL, date published, date modified, and then you are done. Again, you will take this and insert it, and that tag will fire only on blog pages. All right. Just select, if you come over here, back to Google Tag Manager. All right, let me just show you briefly. I'll click on new. All right, so I'll just write over here, blog schema. All right, blog schema, and let me just go to again, custom HTML. All right, I'm just going to delete this, and just going to copy this. For example, this is not the right tag because I haven't used everything. I'll just put the code over here, triggering. Now this should not fire on all pages. What this should fire on is, I'm just going to put over here blog schema. I'll click on configuration, and I will use over here page view. And not all page views, some page views, and page URL contains /blog or just blog, right? So this blog schema that I'm creating here will fire only on all pages of the blog, whichever page. So basically all the pages of your blog will contain /blog /something, right? So let me just give you an example. I'll take this. This is one blog. This is another blog. So if you pay attention, you will find over here /blog, right? The second blog also has /blog. So let's say you publish 50 articles or 50 blog posts in 1 year. You cannot practically keep on adding the schema for every blog, right? It just takes too much of your time, and it's not the right way to do it. So what you will do is, you will set up the tag in such a way that whenever the URL contains blog, this schema will fire, or this schema will be activated. All right. So this is very easy way to use Google Tag Manager. I'm just going to discard this because I haven't set it up properly. All right. So I hope this was clear on how to add schema. Like I mentioned before, there are several advantages of using schema. It tells search engines about your website. Yes, if it's a blog page, if it's a recipe page, if it's a person, a celebrity, or whoever it is, a job posting, an event, right? It improves the appearance of your website. Why? Because it shows more information, and not just the meta title and meta description. It makes your information more longer on search engine result pages. It helps search engine crawl better because you're providing more information to the search engines what your page, web page or website is about. It helps in improving the website ranking, yes, because it shows on top of the search engine. It leads to improved organic click-through rate, yes, because when a user sees more information, then there are chances increases that he or she will click on it. It improves keyword positions, again, yes. It obviously improves sales and return on investment. All right. So very, very important topic, schema markup, and a lot of businesses do not use this. I hope after watching this video, you will implement schema markup. And so that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.